This is a review of the order trading system activity for December the 15th, 2021. We had, let's see, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades today. And 6 were buys, 1 was a short sale. Okay. First trade was AEM. That's Agnico Eagle Mines Limited, tripped at 1:32:31 p.m. at a price of 47.94. Was a short sell. It closed the day at 48.94, down 0.69%. Is up 1.88% this morning, so it should definitely recovered. But we'll see if there's any opportunity during the trading period. 132. So yeah, it doesn't look like any opportunity there. 147. 47. So roughly around here, 47.93, which we're at 140. 140. Okay, so 140 to roughly 234, so almost an hour period of time here. When it tripped to that period of time, it was down below the trade price multiple times. So I consider that positive, even though you can see from the price activity or movement, it certainly wasn't consistently down, but it definitely was down on a regular basis. So I'm going to consider that a positive, even though the stock obviously recovered at the end of the day. Let's check to see what the indicators are showing. Yeah, so here, and you can see this jump up at the end of the period. MACD was down a bit, but MACD actually showed fairly consistent positive rise. DI, though, is showing that it was negative up until the middle of the afternoon, and it's starting to recover. And Bollinger Band, same thing, starting to come down and recovering here. So the stock ended the day moving positive, but there was a period of time where it was moving negative and was down below its tripping price. Next trade is LEV. That's Southwest Airlines Company. Tripped at 1:55:24 p.m. at a price of 40.07. I'm sorry. Yeah, Southwest Airlines Corporation. Tripped at 1:55:24 LEV. I did say that, I'm getting myself all confused. Tripped at 1:55:24 p.m. at a price of 40.07. It was a buy. Closed the day at 40.11, down 0.32%, is up 0.17% early morning here, but it did close above its tripping price. That's another positive. We'll check to see what the indicators are saying. Yeah. Dropped here, and then looks like volume recovered. MACD was moving down, recovered at the end of the day. DI, same thing. It actually was positive for a good period of the day. That was jumping back and forth. You can see the end of the day it was basically moving sideways because positive and negative on the was the same. Bollinger Band, actually Bollinger Band not too bad. It shows that it was somewhat consistently moving up, and somewhat ended the day in a positive, neutral positive direction, but still somewhat positive. Next trade is NCLH. That's Norwegian Cruise Lines Holdings Limited. Tripped at 1:55:38 p.m. at a price of 19.78. It was a buy. Closed the day at 20.07, down 1.33%, up 0.90% early morning here. I should say after hours because we tripped. Yeah. the price after closing. We're before opening, so these are actually after closing. So at actually end of the day, positive. Okay, so that's another positive because it closed the day above its tripping price. So let's just check to see. Volume looks to be moving up on a regular basis. MACD came up and came up at the end of the day where it tripped. Yeah, it tripped here originally, and then averages came down, but the averages came back up at the end of the day. Same thing, DI was up, then up, moving positive. Well, not too bad. It does show the stock was moving positive. Next trade is NYMT, New York Mortgage Trust Incorporated, tripped at 2:17:29 p.m. at a price of 384. Closed the day at 387, up 1.57% and up 1.03% after hours. That's another positive. Volume looks good, MACD looks good, DI looks good, Bollinger Band steadily raised that stock to moving positive. Next trade is HL. That's Hecla Mining Company. Tripped at 3:20:37 p.m. at price of 470. It was a buy. Closed the day at 475, down 0.84%, but up 0.21% after hours. So that's another positive. And volume, afternoon period moving up, and MACD shows a steady increase, which is good for averages. If it's moving up steadily, it means it's moving fairly consistently. The DI shows afternoon pretty positive. Bollinger Band just shows you the afternoon period moving positive, so that stock was moving positive. Next trade is TAL. This TAL Education Group tripped at 3:25:09 p.m. at a price of 430. It was a buy, close to the 437, down 1% and down 0.23% after hours. So potentially the stock is moving negative, but let's check to see what the indicators are showing. Volume up and down a bit. At least in the afternoon period, it was moving up. MACD shows moving up. DI shows moving up. One of which was up, but the stock at the end of the day, afternoon period, was positive. So the stock was actually moving positive. Next trade is STLD. That's Steel Dynamics Incorporated. Tripped at 3:30:14 p.m. at a price of 58.38. It was a buy. It closed the day 58.82, down 4.17% and up 0.26% after hours. So that's another positive. And volume looks good. MACD looks good. DI looks good. Bollinger Band looks good. All moving positive. That stock definitely was moving positive. So that's a good day. That's 7 out of 7 stocks with positive possibility, which gives it 100%. And I'll leave it at that. Thank you.